So people, it's been quite a while since my last video, and I've been kind of busy. I kind of hurt my ankle really bad, so I've been out of action as well, and I haven't been really up to much other than just kind of a bit of casual gaming and stuff like that. But that aside, we're here because I hit 500 subs a couple of days back, and I wanted to kind of mark the occasion and say thanks to all my subscribers and for everyone who likes to watch my kind of vloggy adventures in retro and electronics and tinkering and that. And as a way to say thanks, I thought we'd do a giveaway. So the idea is, I've started a Discord server and there'll be a link in the description. So if you want to win what we'll be working on today, check out the link and join the Discord, and you'll find out more about the giveaway there. Basically, what we're going to do, since it's October, since it's kind of Halloween-y, we're going to make a cool kind of Halloween game. And I reckon, what better game than Zombies Ate My Neighbors? So for this, I have one of the lovely Muramasa boards. These take 27C160s or 27C322. So that's a 2 megabyte or a 4 megabyte EPROM. So with that said, our Zombies Ate My Neighbors ROM is actually 1 megabyte. So we're going to have to double it in size before we can burn it via our EPROM. Because, just because of the limitations of the Muramasa board. So I'm going to grab a 27C160. That's a 27C160 there. So the good thing about the Top 3000, since I used it last, there's been a new launch of the software. So we're now on version 8.92. which has a signed Windows driver, so we no longer have problems running the Top 3000 under Windows 10. You'll notice that I have 3 versions of the ROM. So I have the actual ROM.gen, the ByteSwap one using Gadget UK's ByteSwap utility, and then I have Zombies Ate My Neighbors out double. So what I did there was, if I go File, Open, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. There we go, that's a bit more like it. If I go Control A, C, tap End, paste that in. You sure? Yes. And what I'm going to do now is File, Save As, Zombie Double underscore, because I've already done this, underscore 2. Now you can see, if we look at the file sizes here, that they are exactly 2048 kilobytes. So that's exactly the size of the 27C160. So with that done, that's our ROM file ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go File, Load, and we're going to jump to that directory, and we're going to load the first double one I did. Binary, close car normal, file fill, yeah, that should be all fine. And we're going to hit go. So you can see my ready light is flashing. The chip is being programmed. But it's so nice now having a signed driver for Windows. It means this thing can actually, run without any hackery on Windows 10. So we're still, you can see it's at 20%. I'll cut back once it's done. Okay, so our programmer has finished programming. So let me pop out the chip. Well, actually, first what I'll do is I'm going to cover the window. So I have a nice little bit of electrical tape there. It's not entirely necessary to cover the window considering it's going inside this kind of cartridge shell. We'll take our chip out and now we can move our programmer to the side. I'm going to be using a new iron tonight. KSG or KS T12. So 4X recently did a great video on these irons in the past as well. Voltaire and a lot of other kind of YouTubers and tinkerers in the retro community have done great videos on these. So I'll put a link in the top corner to 4X's review of it. Well, not really review, his first kind of initial thoughts. I think he is actually planning on doing a review once he's used it a bit. So I'm only really getting used to this. It's got the quick release T12 tips, which are kind of cool. Okay, so I've gone for this Kester kind of type tip. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's T10 or something. But it's one of the Kester type T12 bits. So while my iron heats up, which it does in a flash with this new one, it's literally at 300 degrees already. That's it at temperature. We're going to put this on now. The legs were splayed out, so pop them back in. And that should do us there. So we have to strap this jumper here for the 27C160. But we'll do all that after we solder on the chip. Double checked my pin alignment there, was a little worried. But we're okay. It is quite unusual having such a light handpiece. And one of the coolest things about this iron is the shake to wake up. So you'll hear like a rattle in the handpiece, and that's a switch. A little ball bearing and a switch. So it wakes up as soon as you pick up the handpiece. My older iron used to fall asleep on a timer, so I had it set to like 30 minutes, I guess. I was always struggling to find the right time to set it to. But the shake to wake up function is really good. And considering that this iron was nearly half the price of my other iron, it's kind of nuts. Now another thing I should have done here perhaps is cover the actual edge connection, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But it's no harm to put a little bit of tape on it. So one of the reasons I'm using the Muramasa board is these use a 47 microfarad capacitor, and I had a lot of those. And for the other HD Retrovision boards I have, PCBs, they're 22 microfarad, two of them, and I don't actually have that many. I'm sure I could probably put like 47s on that and get away with it, but you know what, I like soldering these Muramasa boards too. They're, whatever it is about them, they solder real easy. Yeah, this Kester tip is really cool. And the fact that I can now change my tip without having to wait for the iron to cool down is awesome as well. So 27C160 means we've got to bridge these. Now I usually suck at bridging stuff, so we'll see how we get on. I might come back to it if it becomes a problem. So 1 second. The trick is to always try to heat up both pads at the same time. Until you see like an obvious bridge. There we go. That was a bit easier. Again, I think that's down to this tip, this Kester tip. It's awesome. And I got spare ones as well, just in case. But really, it's a game changer, the T12 bits. We need a 47 microfarad over here, and come on now. There we go. There we go. Straighten it up a little. pretty good. So to the other side. There we go. So this is for bulk, so as a reservoir cap, I guess. I'll make sure to clean this because there's bits of flux and stuff. But yeah, this is a reservoir cap, and this is a decoupling cap. So this is to smooth out the high frequency noise that might come across. I wonder. Yeah, I might actually get a better ceramic capacitor, something a bit lower profile than that. So I like these capacitors. These kind of ceramic, because if you can take the bend out of the legs there, you get like a really small package which should live quite neatly there. So you can see that's totally low profile stuff. So that's 0.1 microfarad, but it's a ridiculously high voltage. But I don't really care about the voltage, I only care about the capacitance value. Solder the first leg. There we go. So I don't know if that was ground, it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is, now that that first leg is soldered in, cut that, and cut that, because like the leads on components will heat will radiate off into them, so it can be an idea to cut them if you want to get a nice well wetted joint. There we go. So that's Zombies Ate My Neighbours on a Muramasa board. So we've got Zombies Ate My Neighbours in there. I have it hooked up to the via SCART to the RetroTink 2X SCART and onto the StarTech USB 3 capture device. And I'm capturing it in OBS, so I'm just going to hit start recording and we'll flick it on. Okay, so Konami, SEGA, yeah, this is looking good. There's that quintessential Konami boot screen. Okay. I love the way they leave a little skeleton on the ground behind them. Come on, can I finish level 1 at least? Nice. So there you go, guys. Zombies Ate My Neighbours is working great. So let's get it in a cart shell and we'll take it from there. Okay, so we tested it and it's working. So what I'm going to do is just kind of give the edge a little rub with alcohol in case there was any flux residue on it. Don't have to be able to eat your dinner off it, but just get it nice and clean. So there we go. So I have a cartridge shell here for it. So chips to the front on Mega Drive. So the chips go to the front. That's the other way around in Nintendo. chips will be at the back. And Super Nintendo. Okay, just wipe that down a little. And we have some screws here. These cartridge shells are pretty good. I get them from dragonbox.de. But you can get them in a few different places. So to finish it off, I also have a label here from ArtoCube. You can find them on eBay. So check them out. I get my cart labels there. So we have one for Zombies Ate My Neighbors on Genesis. So I'm just peeling off the protective film. It goes over the top. Take that. Bin that. Now, if you look very closely, you'll see here Repro 2019. Just to kind of, you know, whichever one of you guys ends up with this, it's something I do on all my kind of repros is clearly mark them. Because I'm not trying to hoodwink people. I genuinely want them to know it's a reproduction. And I get kind of excited about reproductions. I think they're kind of cool. So I try and line it up with the top as best I can. And you want to kind of work it around the edge. This is where you have to be careful because you could get air bubbles. I think that is very cool. So we have Zombies Ate My Neighbors for Genesis. And yeah, if you'd like to win this, join me on the Discord server. I'll create a channel there for the giveaways. And yeah, thanks to all my subs. Delighted to hit 500. I still find it amazing that people are, you know, it's such a great community, the hobby. Everyone who's involved in it is so supportive and friendly. And yeah, it's cool. I learn a lot from you guys, and I hope some of you out there as well pick up a few bits of tips and tricks and that from watching my stuff too. So cool, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you over on the Discord server. Take care. Chat to you all again.